Hello and welcome to Visions of the Past. I, of course, your host, Andrew. And today we're going to be doing day 24 of the Assassin's Creed Marathon for 2020. Today we're going to go through Act 1 in Assassin's Creed Syndicate. So let's sit back and see what we got. We've just gotten back into the Animus as Layla Hassan. And yeah, let's see where we're at, shall we? Ooh, beautiful. Fortunately, it's not my white sinew. I'm riding a camel.
I must protect this great land.
Looking for a mission called Ambush in the Temple. Alright. So my guess is that's going to be up near.
Alexandria is where the snake thrives, and Aya lives. I must find them both. Yamu. Home to my old friend Menehet. He will be in the temple. He always is.
Those are DLC. We're not doing those yet. We're definitely not going to do the Trial of Sobek, or Anubis, or Sekhmet.
Whoa.
I'm going the right way. Yeah, actually, let's get closer to the water. Oh, those are hyenas. Temple. Temple of Sekhmet in Yamu. The Book of the Dead. Hidden Tax. Yeah, we're not gonna go avenge that dude. Is it serious?
Whoa. Wind is picking up. Not good.
Almost the wrong button. Come on, get off the camel. We don't want to make anybody mad by riding a camel in here. Hello, my friend.
Bayek! What good fortune! I thought it would be years before we saw you again.
Hail in peace, Menehet. How is your family?
The children seem to grow larger by the minute. My wife and I have our hands full. And you? Is there any news of...
None.
I forget myself. There are so many things in your life best not spoken of. Forgive me.
I see by your garb that you have been promoted.
Ah, yes. The High Priest, in his grace, made me his second. And my rank is not the only thing he has changed. You must see the temple.
You will give me a tour?
Of course. At the moment of your pleasure.
Now,
Ready to see our beautiful temple?
hold on.
After you, Menehet. Or is it servant of the goddess?
Menehet will do for one as good as family.
This is
So-
far from the sorry ruin of my last visit.
Yamu now plays constant host to ceremonies showing our rustic way of life, which attract many visitors with more gold than sense.
A description well suited to Alexandrians. How does this sit with your faith?
I confess that my thoughts are sometimes uneasy.
Oh, vanquished by a gang of ruffians, huh? Silent as gifts.
Uncle Bayek! Uncle Bayek! Hello, Uncle.
Jewels of my life, why have you left your mother's side?
Pick me up, Uncle Bayek!
See now, there's no need to attack a man from behind. We're not numbering him 4-1. Huh?
You told us to secure every advantage possible over a Tander's foe.
Yes. And I am very dangerous! Hide well, for the wanderer stalks your path!
So, one thing, I don't know enough about it, but it seems like there is an issue with my audio-visual. You can see how off they are. But I wonder if that's because, like, it's coded that way. Oh, well, I wouldn't say coded that way. If that's just kind of how things are going right now. A lot of issues that way. Or if, like, I've been having issues with my disk drive, but I thought on the Xbox that it was only reading the disk to see, after installation, to see if you had rights to play it. Alright, so let's go pick up these kids. Up, down, and all around. I do that a lot after switching from Syndicate. Heavy swing. Seriously, run past the kid? Sure did.
You found me! Your turn to hide.
Come away from there, Nyla. You're getting in the priest's way.
Gotta find the rest first. I think I just... No, we're good. Thought I made a mistake.
Nyla, are you following me? Asina, you must come down from here.
This would be a good place to watch the stars.
Only the priests are permitted here. You know that.
Yes, but I want to see...
Hush. Come down now. We can watch stars from the riverbank.
You might get lost without me. It's a big temple. Beast, you will meet your end at the hands of the mighty gladiator Soros.
Soris, stay back!
It was a little late for that. Kid didn't think that through, did he?
Keba, what in the name of the gods are you doing down there?
I wanted to hide, but now I can't get back out. I'm scared.
Stay calm. This way. Through the tunnel.
Thank you, Uncle Bayek.
That's the last of the children.
That's what I do.
We're innocent. Oh! Look at this! Fraud abounds in your market, and you claim you can do nothing?
The dealings of the market are beyond me. Speak rather to the offending merchant.
Priest, you have proven as false as your mummies.
Menahet, your brood is delivered safely home.
Thank you, friend.
What did that fool want with you?
Some visitors, having purchased religious objects, are angry when our village has no more dead cats to sell them. Though not a merchant, I am often the means by which the aggrieved snuff their anger.
This matter needs a firm hand.
All right, let's go help our friend. Taka, taka.
This looks like a giant made it.
These cat mummies are false!
How do you falsify a cat mummy?
Greetings. I am...
You have come to the right place, Neb. We have everything you could possibly want.
What I want is to ask about false idols sold at the market.
I have heard rumors of such, but there is nothing to them. Now leave if you want to avoid trouble.
Nice guy.
Tell me of the fake mummies being sold here.
I have no desire to be dragged into this.
Menahet sent me. Your silence is an insult to his holy office.
I wish to anger neither him nor the gods. We are forced to sell items of lesser quality, or see our stalls destroyed.
Who is behind this?
I can say no more now. Let us meet tonight, where the village turns to farmland.
Well, all right. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, I am here. Let's see if I can get this guy to upgrade my... it's not that one. It's not the sickle sword. I guess I could do sickle sword, though. But, Thing, choppy chop. Where is it? It's not the cute, not a heavy blunt. Or heavy blade. The scepter, the Lord of Thebes. So if I have issues with
Sold.
if I have issues with this sword, I will just start. What shock me do I have? Oh, I have 63,000.
All right.
All right, we're gonna stop doing
Bye
that
for
then.
now. Clear the way.
Before I go over there, I want to talk to the seamstress and see if I can,
This looks like a
buy,
giant made it.
all of her, not those, all of these. Nope. Because I want to try to have, I'm not going to wear them, but I want to try to have them all. Same with the skins for your unnamed steed. Wait, do you have any other legendary weapons?
Can I tempt you with something?
Only if they're legendary, mate.
Goodbye. Fight decision, gerecht.
Oh, yeah, talking about steeds. Can I interact from on top of the horse? No. No, I cannot. Excuse me.
Come for a
Interrupt
haggle,
you.
neighbor?
You can buy a chariot? I don't think I've ever bought a chariot.
A fair price, no?
Definitely because I'm buying everything.
Agreed. Thank you kindly.
Alright, let's swap out the horse. Because, well, I don't want to ride the Black Arrow the whole time. Alright. I could ride around in a chariot. That's pretty cool. I like that one, but I don't know if that's the one I want to ride in. Not gonna ride that one. I don't really like Fang. I think I'm gonna ride around on the Eternal Maw. Does it look cool? Yes. Yes, it does. I like that horse.
I'd better return at night.
We will, mate. We will. Except it doesn't look like it's night. Really?
We can speak more privately tonight, outside the
So confused. It's just there.
I'd better return at night when we can speak freely.
There it goes. There it goes.
My friend, I am glad to see you have kept our appointment. Come, sit with me and share a drink of wine.
I do not have time for that.
It is a beautiful night. Let us enjoy the coolness of the air for a moment before turning to business.
Merchant, I'm not here to take in the air. Who is behind the traffic of false icons?
Well, you
My
see,
back hurts.
it is no simple story. There are many involved in this terrible affair, but they would all tell you the same thing. Pity the trusting man, for he suffers great pain.
Which means
Seek evil,
you
and
are
you will
gonna die.
always find it. Sailing unknown waters always brings the risk of shipwreck.
Really? There we go. Oh, goodness. These weapons are so brutal.
A man who fights as well as you can perhaps afford to be trusting.
Talk, or you will meet the same fate as your friends.
That will not be necessary. Among the dunes, southeast of here, is the bandit camp where the fake mummies are made. I suppose you would go and destroy it now.
Better I smash the camp than your head.
I had a friend who I watched do this probably 3 or 4 weeks ago.
These will earn the favor of the gods. As Ra
What was I
lives,
playing then?
what a disgrace.
What was I playing then? Was I playing Rogue? Rogue or Unity? But he did almost everything coming up from Siwa, and he had already cleared out this camp. He was so frustrated. I thought it was funny. Come on, horse, over the dune. Look at the pyramids. What are you doing here?
What? Die, mongrel!
Whoa.
He seemed like a leader, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, they're all sleeping. We'll get out the
Guards here are vigilant.
guards here. I'll be dead. Burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn.
Will rest easy now that this is done.
Bye, Felicia. While we're doing that, let's see what move is next. Lady of Slaughter. Okay.
Clear the way!
I don't know if it's the software or my TV is just too high in brightness so I could actually see it, but the recording is so much darker than my TV. But I'm okay with that. I could live without the horses slowing down in cities. Or, well, I guess this isn't Yamu. Or is Yamu the kind of district? But anyway, I could deal with the horse not slowing down. Here comes the furnace fan, furnace fan. I probably shouldn't have ran through that. That was probably very insulting to their faith.
Ah, here you are.
I've dealt with the trafficking. How can I ease the burdens of an old friend?
Tonight, we will stage a grand spectacle. Our goddess Sekhmet defends the people against Isfet's chaos.
But Pamu, our champion, is nowhere to be found. The High Priest will judge me responsible for his absence.
I'll have a look.
Sekhmet bless you. His home is near the market, but check the tavern first.
It pains me to ask you for a further favor.
Pamu does like a drink now and again.
Well, I'll admit, I like being able to just hold it out in one hand while running around. Not having to worry about holding the right trigger or holding A down to make it run faster. No, I like the idea behind the Animus with doing that. But, the game itself, like the idea of it from a story standpoint, high... Oh, I didn't want to do that. High actions, low actions, that kind of thing. It's great. But, kind of gets repetitive. Well,
This must be
I don't
Pamu.
know if repetitive is the right word.
The man stinks of beer.
Oh, thank you. I've been trying to get him to leave for hours.
High position gerecht.
It's almost 2,100 years ago, and seeing ancient Egypt, even if it's Ptolemaic and not Old Kingdom, it's beautiful. And this stuff built to last. I totally walked around, or walked in the wrong spot. I think the drunkard's about ready to wake up.
Right decision, Gere.
Menahet.
That is Pamu! What has happened to him?
Drink too much.
His passion for toasting Sekhmet has exceeded his head for drink.
This is a disaster! People have come from the Red Land and the Black to see him fight.
If a fight is all that is needed, I could replace him.
Of course, Magi. You honor yourself in saving me from disgrace. Speak to the High Priest in the temple courtyard. He will take care of the rest.
I'm not quite sure that's how honoring people, like, I don't think that's how that works. You honor yourself by saving me from disgrace. Mm-hmm. No, I don't think I honor myself doing that. But I'm definitely saving you from disgrace, because you pick a drunkard for your champion.
Your Holiness, I am here to fight for Sekhmet.
You're not Pamu. He was meant to play Sekhmet.
Pamu is ill. He is recovering at the temple.
Fine. Follow me.
I can do that. My friend that I talked about.
Though this is a friendly bout, you must stay vigilant.
Do not fear. Sekhmet will receive a fine tribute.
My friend also decided that he was then going to play the rest of the game in this armor because it changes the cutscene. And yeah, that's kind of funny to hear Bayek talking to Cleopatra looking like that. I think then he picked a bird. I don't know what armor that is.
Isfet, the evil one, shall smite the goddess. Ah! And condemn Yamu to 100 seasons of darkness.
That doesn't sound pretty good.
But should your hearts be pure, the goddess shall favor us, shielding us from the obscurity of chaos.
Doesn't seem good.
Let the battle begin!
Yeah, no joke. That's not good. Did I die? Did I lose? Did I fail the mission?
Warrior, thy spine is golden and blazes with splendor. See how Sekhmet imbues her beloved with power. Tampering with her scales of judgment, he grew fat on the souls of mortals.
Let me fight him for you, Uncle Bayek.
Cast him out of the
wrong
hall
button.
of justice. In his hunger, he returned. But Sekhmet knew his heart and guarded the door against him. Their battle lasted 20 days and nights before Sekhmet subdued the Lord of Chaos. The lioness's fangs will cleave the darkness. His weapon is bathed in Sekhmet's fire. The
of Sekhmet beats back chaos! The lioness's fangs will cleave the darkness! Look! His weapon is bathed in Sekhmet's fire! The warrior of Sekhmet beats back chaos! Sekhmet's might enlivens your arm! The lioness's fangs will cleave.
I think I'm finally getting the hang of this. But I really wish I had my my weapon that, you know, could heal me.
His weapon is bathed in Sekhmet's fire. The warrior of Sekhmet beats back chaos. Sekhmet's might enlivens your arm. Look, his weapon is bathed in Sekhmet's fire.
May Sekhmet protect us.
Fang will cleave the darkness. The warrior of Sekhmet beats back chaos. The lioness's fangs will cleave the darkness. Look, his weapon is bathed in Sekhmet's fire. Sekhmet's might enlivens your arm. The warrior of Sekhmet beats back chaos.
Oh my goodness, just die. Just die.
Cleave the darkness. Sekhmet's might enlivens your arm.
Thank you. Thank you.
I could swear you were the Blood Eater herself.
Ah. Oh, the priest's recounting of the battle between the goddess and Isfet was new to me.
It is a tale of his own invention. You will not hear it outside Yamu. Would that you'd agree to stay with us longer. But I know that greater duties call you.
I'll say goodbye to the children before I leave.
Do so. They'll miss you. You are always welcome in Yamu, whenever your journeys bring you to our gnome.
I'm betting oh, actually, you know what, now that I think about it, the reason why it probably is off for me is because of how I'm listening to it with the way the stream is. With the way that,
Keep the mask and staff of the goddess as poor tokens of our respect.
yeah, and I'm not going to say goodbye to your kids either. Because, you know, I got stuff to do. Let me confirm that the next mission is what I think it is. That one, it is. Alright, the rest of it's all main stuff. Good. So, we're not doing that one. We're on this one. Oh my goodness, listen to that furnace just rack up. Alright. Horse. Alright, we gotta get out to the road over here. There we go. Alright, so let's travel a kilometer and a half over to Alexandria. So, get comfy, I guess. Like, in the 2020 marathon, this is where I would, or 2020, in the 2018 marathon, this is where I'd, like, clip it, and then be like, moving forward. Yeah, we're not doing that this year. I'm too far behind to worry about that. In the great wisdom of that one old meme, ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. What I do have time for, since I'm riding another almost full kilometer, is to check my Assassin's Creed mobile game. See what's going on in that bad boy. Because I play that every day as well. All I want is a hippopotamus for Christmas. No. It's not Halloween yet. No. Christmas after Thanksgiving. Christmas is still over 2 months away. Alright, new daily reward set. So that means I can start crafting for the daily. I don't have a ton of gold. So let's actually just level this guy up once and call that good. And we'll pop over to earn more gold. The gold are dropping. It's set in Spain, the main level, so. Oh, here we go.
May the
Close
gods help
this.
me. I am coming for you, Aya.
Meet Aya at the library. Actually, before we do that, we'll get there, but we want to talk to, that guy.
Oh, Bayek!
Medjai, great warrior, come. I sell you what you want. You need it, I have it. If I don't have it, you don't need it. Redda has your back in these desolate lands.
You are but a boy. How did you come by such fine treasure?
Plucked from the ancient lands of the desert, the sunken vessels of the Nile, refined by handmaidens of the gods. Weaponry forged in Nubian mines, Persian jewels, and Assyrian treasures. I have it all.
I see. You are well traveled for such a young man.
Old wisdom, Neb. I have acquired from long nights in the desert with my camel.
I will see what you have.
Come, look around.
It's
If you
gambling.
want good Neb, I have other jobs too.
Alright. So I don't have... Oh, I can just keep buying Haka chests. Cool. Because these give you mysteries, so you get rares and legendary stuff here. See, just pull the legendary. Ooh. Ooh, I might run that. No, I don't want to run anything that has a helmet or a face thing, because they bug me. We'll go until we get one more legendary. Oh, what do we get? Oh no, well we won't be using that then, will we? Alright. Well, there's a horse stable over here. So let's see what they got.
Welcome. Can I help you?
Ooh!
A bargain. Farewell then.
Bye-bye. Oh, there's some stuff in there that I missed. Oh, it's because it's on the other side of the wall. Makes sense.
Oh,
Greetings, greetings. All right then. Always a pleasure. Come, trade with me, friend. Έκρινον απεργίαν ποιήστε ετούντες αύξηση μισθού. Good.
Oh, wow, I finally ran out of money.
Οι
Alright,
αγοραστές
cool.
διώκουσιν
But since I don't need
πεσίν την τιμή
much...
του αλεύρου.
Oh, that's all that stuff. Let's sell all unnecessary items. Oh, they only buy that? Alright.
Ημερησίαν παραγωγήν αλεύρου.
Alright, so let's go over to this guy.
something you need, friend?
Well, first we're going to sell. Yeah, we're not keeping that. Sort of pa.
Sold.
I had forgotten that he doesn't need anything because everything's already upgraded. So, yeah.
Sold.
I guess I could sell one of those Keeper Harmonies, huh?
All right.
But probably not. But there's no point in, I thought that said 42 for a second. There's no point in worrying about breaking anything down now because Bayek doesn't need any upgrades.
All right.
I do wish it had something like Odyssey where I could put the stuff in a box that I don't need. Once we get back up to 30,000, we're gonna stop.
All right.
Though that could take a while.
Sold.
I wish I could like select and then sell them all at once. Ooh, Scepter of a Moon. That's pretty, but not great. Spears. So, really? 7 level 55 handy spears? I wish I could sell them all at once. I mean, seriously.
All right.
I do like the description for needle. Stick them with the pointy end. That's a Game of Thrones reference.
Sold.
Wait a minute. I can sell them all at once? Where's the next item that's got more than one on it?
Sold.
Alright. That's all the short-range weapons, or the melee weapons. Where is something that's got more? There it is. Ah, yep, you can do them all at once. That's awesome.
Sold.
Guess I should have paid more attention, huh? Any legendary stuff? No, only epic-y? Alright. Alright. I bought all. Oh, we gotta do the abilities while I'm thinking about it. Get this guy up to 4. Oh, I only have 1. Okay. Alright. Alright. To the lighthouse we go. Or the library. Totally different, the lighthouse and the library. I keep forgetting that they're different because, well, I thought the lighthouse was lost. I'm fairly confident now after doing some research that it might not be. I guess my research wasn't that extensive, but the Great Library was lost. New location. The arsenal. Probably shouldn't be here. Alright, so that's the one thing that I really like about this game in particular as compared to Odyssey. Odyssey, would have been able to climb that.
I should be cautious around here.
I should be cautious around here, but there are people just running around. But Bayek. That wasn't good. Come on.
Serapis. The snake will get his answer.
All right. The Great Library of Alexandria. Statue of Aphrodite? Maybe? I don't know, but they look to be all the same.
It's almost I find I am Mongol.
You're right
These
about
endless scrolls.
But can't he express them concisely?
Hades.
All right. Serapis. Now what? Where is Aya?
Ah, Serapis. I wrote a tragic comic pastoral epic centered on him.
Ah.
You're Bayek, yes? Aya's eager to see you.
Is she safe?
Quickly, follow me.
Serapis is apparently the equivalent of Hades?
I am sorry, my good fellow. You appear to be drunk. This library is for serious scholars only. She is in hiding.
Who are you?
Ah, interested in Homeric verse, eh? This way, please. I am Aya's cousin, Phanos.
Ah, yes, Phanos. Nice to meet you in person. Tell me what is happening with Aya. Why are you being so discreet?
Gennadios sent his men on a house-to-house search. Often they drag people into the street and torture them for information. Typical of the system we live under.
Gennadios.
A monster. The Philokitai of Alexandria. He is ravaging the city to find her.
And where is she now?
I have a very powerful friend, Apollodorus. No doubt you have heard of him.
I have not.
You will. In any case, he made a hiding place available to Aya after she ran into trouble.
But what happened? You do not answer me.
It is a mess of political intrigue. She will explain all, fear not.
Well, it's nice that we're finally out of the library and can run.
Look! There's Phanos! He thinks he's a poet!
The modern Sophocles.
Modern.
This is as far as I go. The way to Aya is found in the monument ahead.
It's found in the library, in the monument. Explore the well. Oh yes, I remember now.
Right there. Have a little faith.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Gotta turn around with the camera.
I missed you.
Never again should we spend months apart. We only have each other. Without him, why?
Let us be together. Us two. Each to each.
I have news.
You are scarred by justice.
I bludgeoned Medunamun with this.
I hate that we have to do these things. But I am grateful that you did.
If I am honest, I took pleasure in it.
Interesting.
I've missed your touch.
I have missed touching you. I killed as well. Actaeon. I hunted him down and discovered a mask in his room. When he returned, I forced him to wear it. Then I thrust this knife through his eye slits.
Aya.
But I was careless. Another of the masked ones tracked me to my home. It was even more difficult.
We have one more. Then, we will be done.
I wish it was that easy, Bayek. Hashtag spoiler alert.
Look at this. I took it from Actaeon. Apollodorus tells me it is a papyrus from the Royal Council, which means the snake is in Ptolemy's court.
How does this Apollodorus know these things?
He has informants everywhere, because of his work with Cleopatra.
But Cleopatra? She's been declared a criminal.
By her treacherous brother, yes. She plans to take back the throne. She wants the snake dead as much as we do. And she trusts me.
Is that possible?
She gave me this to slit his throat. It's an ancient blade that killed the tyrant Xerxes. A weapon of justice.
Which is apparently yours by birthright.
Ingenious. Ah. I will go to the palace and discover who uses the seal of the snake. And I will use this.
Alright, we can do that.
Plenty of information in the Royal Scribe's office. He spends his time at the bathhouse. Go search the palace while he's away.
And you?
I cannot leave here as long as Gennadios walks the streets. He is determined to kill me.
In addition to the snake, I will see what I can learn of this Gennadios and silence him.
Alright, let's go on
Discover
both.
who the snake is and show him the face of death. I'll meet you at the Paneo when you have killed both the snake and Gennadios.
My heart aches until I see you again.
As does mine, my love.
Alright, where's the door?
What's this?
One's what?
That leads to the docks. I can't believe Thanos had you go through the pit.
Excuse me. Oh, yes. Notes. It's interesting to me they have all these scrolls down here. Do. It's supposed to be warmer tomorrow. It's a good thing. Oh, wow. That actually went quicker than I thought. Alright. Alright, where do we go? Wrong button. Yeah, we're not ready. Once we get out of Alexandria, we'll change outfits. Main missions. Oh yeah, we are doing. So, end the snake or the flaky tie? Let's do the snake. And then the flaky tie.
By order of Philakitai Gennadios, all citizens must report unusual activity.
Idiodin.
Sure, I said I told him. I said, you Gennadios do not scare me. I said, I've got friends at home.
The Royal Armory. See what I'm. I'm not. What's the way I want to put this? I'm not quite sure how to say it. I'm not necessarily that.
There. Stop.
No, you die. I'm not that well versed in where words come from. So I'm curious where like the word arms, like weapons, like arms, and armor, why they're called what they are.
I have your guts out.
Yeah, no you won't. Climbing over bushes and up on top of trees. Oh, wait, that's not a tree. Down, mate. Thank you.
Hey, there you are.
I am horrible. Horrible.
Getting tired? There you are.
So one neat thing about being here.
Hey, there.
Go check it out.
Watch my boat.
Is one cool thing about being in the Royal Palace is here is the throne, and I wish we could actually sit on it, because that would be amazing instead of just be like, sup, I'm standing on it.
What? Get out this game.
So again, hold on, let's pop into photo mode real quick, just pop a new photo. I haven't got one in a couple years, and it's probably very similar to this. There we go. Bayek on the throne of Egypt. That building. I like the sound that it makes. Okay, so how do we get out? Back out the front door? Back out the front door? Whoa, wait a minute. How did I can climb out that way. Assuming I can climb these giant statues. I'm curious how they were made, though. No, around. All right. That kind of drop on a maybe the width of your foot rope. That's rough, mate. Oh, wait.
Hey, what?
Where's the door?
Hey! Going to gut you!
There's the door. Now we need to go upstairs. I'm fairly confident there's a stairwell in here somewhere. No. So I have to climb up outside and find a open window it is.
What? That's it. Die!
Yeah, no. It's not a gooey. I'm not in like a good gooey, like gooey oil. That's not like a bad gooey, like he kind of lost his head. Come on, dude. Oh, I don't think that's gonna work. That might work though. I think this is a different door. It's not a different door. Okay. So there has to be a stairwell or something I can climb. I'm annoyed. Like, really annoyed.
Hey, what?
There's my window. I wonder how he put stuff up here.
Ah, a key.
That was quick.
Official papers. This chest belongs to the royal scribe himself, Eudoros. Huh? False bottom. A letter.
Esteemed Ibis, the Pharaoh remains compliant and is our puppet in all things. Act with caution in Siwa. The murder of the Heron was but the first. 2 from among us here in Alexandria have also been killed. However, the situation is under control. Gennadios is actively questioning the populace. We commend your efforts, Ibis. Long life.
Stamped with the seal of the snake. The snake is Eudoros, the royal scribe. I have said that the royal scribe is often at the bathhouse. I will kill that naked ear that Eudoros there.
Going to gut you!
I hit the wrong button, dang it. Oh well. Do I have smoke? No, I don't have tools yet. Oh, I do. Firebomb. Poison and sleep. We're gonna put that out. Oh, wrong button.
The eagle has lost its mind!
Down, Bayek. Down. Not crawling. Just down.
There you are!
Ah, boats. That boat will do well. And away we go. I guess I could have just taken the... Okay.
Most generously, but refusal to volunteer relevant information will be dealt with harshly. Citizens well know the anger of Gennadios. If you have...
Alexandrians! We must stand against the sickness that spreads in silence.
Spreads in silence, mate.
Listen not to the work of evil detractors. The Ptolemies rule with a just hand.
Oi, amaxa elavlis gagisteos, amelisom.
We're gonna do it. Gonna do it well. All right, well, if that's your kind of thing, there's some Bayek.
I love coming here. The building alone is worth the trip. I pity him. Look up at that expansive ceiling.
Is everything to your liking, my lord? The water is a bit tepid today. Such incompetence.
Ptolemy is a chinless simpleton.
Greek?
My lord!
Yes, off limits.
Come on, get in the water, mate. It's time to die! Suppose we don't see his little finger sliding around there. So, interesting tidbit about that.
Die!
Oh, wait.
And be done with it!
May the gods curse you. What cause have you to kill me?
It was you who murdered my son before my eyes!
You are a fool.
At the temple! In Siwa!
That forsaken shithole? I had nothing to do with that disaster.
It is too late for your lies. Anubis awaits. It is worth the loss to slay the snake at last.
The snake? The snake will never die.
Son of Apep, the Lord of the Duat awaits.
He had hippo meat on him.
Eudoros, killed! Oh, dear gods, he's been murdered! Look at the blood! But he was so handsome!
It's was not handsome.
Poor soul!
Now the guard just let me run by with all the blood on my gun, my towel. Oops. Turn my TV off. Give me a second. Oh. Oh, what did I do? Ah, there's that. Oh my goodness. Oops. Alright, so the snake is dead. And he he cauterized his wound. So now let's go after Granados. Not even gonna try to pronounce that. Yeah, we're done. The Phylacti. Oh yeah, we're out of that now. So we're gonna pull up his hidden one gear. Actually, hold on. No. Coastal Realm, Northern Realm. No. 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 No, definitely not. No. I could start running around in those. Definitely not running around in that. Oh, it's carapace. I thought it said codpiece. Servant of a moon. Probably gonna run that one. Actually, you know what? I want to run the Coastal Plains one for a while because that one looks pretty cool. Yeah, I like that color. Yeah, I like that one. We're gonna run this one for a bit.
Whoa.
Onward. Actually, you know what? Since he'll continue going on his own, let's take Sinu out there. That way, we don't have to waste time. Even though I guess it does waste time because we have to fly all the way out there. And it's the same amount of... Granados, right there. Oh yeah, that's not instant.
Whoa. I must be careful now.
Hey!
What's up, mate?
I can hit it!
They have hit the Arconda.
I'm like a ninja, mate.
Why have you dragged me into the land of the dead?
You sought to kill my wife!
Your whore of a wife is a murderess. Willfully and wantonly. I did my duty as a Phylacti, and for this you have taken my life. Is your vengeance above all law, Medjay? Be warned. The Phylakis will hunt you down and exact revenge.
May the Hidden One walk beside you. The Lord of the Duat awaits.
Well, the one good thing about doing New Game Plus and the Phylactis, they're not like 20 levels over you at this point. So you have to level up so high. Bye! Nothing happened. Nothing happened at all. Alright, so one more to this. Don't you do that. Quests. Back to Aya. Am I going the wrong way? Oh, no, I'm not. She's up there.
Idiodin, oran vulimiti mi canesteri raik selerti. Oh. Morias para skevazma da tudanestin.
Hello, my wife.
My dearest.
Oh, he's already got a cappy on it.
Gennadios are dead.
Oh no, that's because of the upgrades.
It was Eudoros. He died flailing in the baths.
I wish I had been there.
My wife. My wife.
Give it a go!
D.
Hey, I was wondering if I should pull you out. Your adrenaline and BP are elevated, and it's affecting your heart rate and hormonal markings. Serotonin and oxytocin in particular. What happened in there?
Aya's here.
Who's Aya?
Bayek's wife. I could feel her nearby.
You can feel her? Pretty sure that's the bleeding effect. Along with Bayek's memories, you're also experiencing his emotions.
No, you dork. I think she's actually in this cave. Spouses usually share the same tomb.
A second mummy? We should really report to Abstergo.
Maybe after I find Aya.
I'm gonna call it in if you don't.
Deanna, no! If you do it there, well, get no credit. They'll cut me out like always.
Okay.
There.
What is it?
The bleeding effect is leading me to Aya.
Oh,
That's
great.
not good.
More fuel for your superhero complex.
She's down there. My turn for a leap of faith. Come forth by day, and I will guide you home.
Who are you?
Damn, that's cold. I was right, she's here.
Oh, there you are, thank God.
I can almost taste the blood.
Okay, you're making less and less sense, Leela. We need to report.
Not yet.
Not yet? So when?
Well, I can't chew my way out of here.
So you can already see the issues that people have with her.
Climbing. And it's hard, so... Uskuti, will you?
Fine. Let me know when you get to the top.
Oh, wrong way. Really? Alright, fine. So you can see she's got a big issue with the bleeding effect.
I took a DNA sample from Aya. I want to see her memories.
Look, I get that you're excited, but the more risks we take, the worse things could go for us.
It's my dream on the line here. Let me do this my way. Damn it, my papers went everywhere.
Whoops, anything important?
Yeah, the notes on the Animus. Generator's holding up. Good job, Layla.
Alright, we're done looking for paper. Not really important for the story.
Adding Aya's DNA to the chamber.
It'll take time to sequence. You won't be able to sync with her memories right away. Layla, something else you should know. Since you're mixing gene sequences in an uncontrolled manner, the transition between memories will likely be unpredictable.
I'm comfortable with unpredictability.
Yeah? Well, I'm worried.
You always are.
Alright, so we're going to hop back in the Animus, and that is the end of today. Go ahead, take your little nap there, Layla. So that brings us to an end for today, and as always, my assassin friends, keep to the creed, and to those Templars that may be watching, may the Father of Understanding guide you.